So, with drinking comes a lot of wasted time. There's a lot of variables. If you don't get hangovers, it may not be as intense. But if you drink to the point of extreme excess and the next day you're feeling it for a day to 3 days, the older you get and whatnot, depending on how much you drink, you can waste a lot of time. Like for me, my hangovers were crazy bad. Probably because I would drink for 12 hours, on a weekend, like a Friday and a Saturday, and I wouldn't stop till like in the morning or late in the morning, and I would sleep the whole, like most of the next day, be up but not really like active because I felt like crap, and then the following day still resting but coming out of the grave, so to speak. So if you're binge drinking every weekend, it's like 8 days, could be 4 to 8 days a month. So 48 days, 90 some days. So you're looking at a month and a half to 2 to 3 months out of the year. Now, if you're an everyday drinker and you're just like feeling like crap all the time, wasting time, I mean, it can be drastic, right? If you don't get those hangovers, it is what it is. But I considered the time wasted, sort of wasted too. I had fun times. I don't regret the buzz times, but there was a lot of times wasted where it really wasn't worth it at all. And just many, many hours there too, right? The headaches I would get a day, 2 to 3 days of that. It was crazy that I would risk it, the 20% chance that would happen during like a weekend binge drink. But there's a lot of time you could be productive. You could be working out, reading, hobbies, doing anything really, learning an instrument. Many, many hours you could master different things, create content. There's a lot of things to do. Staying active is essential. I collect. I try to do a lot of different things just to stay active, and obviously like camping, hiking, guns are a big part of my life. Collecting, like I said, the gym every day, 5 to 6 days a week. Work. I mean, if you're not working and like you're looking for a job, like obviously 40 plus hours a week will keep you very active. That's a big part of it too. I did achieve 3 months sober in the past many years ago while not working. This was a while back, and it's much harder when you're not working because your mind's much more idle and all that. I did do it. It is possible. It's just, I feel like filling your time with like a job or something, it will help you. You have to be responsible. There's no way I could drink and go into work hungover anymore. I could do it. I would feel terrible, and I wouldn't. I mean, even when I was binge drinking, I would never drink throughout the week. I'd go in Mondays feeling like crap, or if I had to work overtime on a Saturday and I was at a party or something, yeah, I'd go in like a zombie. But I couldn't do that now. I'd probably call off or lose my job or something. Which, if that's happening to you, you should really reconsider your drinking patterns. It never really affected my work so much. It has negatively impacted it overall, but it wasn't like a tedious thing where I was getting fired all the time or anything. But yeah, you can be so much more productive, and you can spend your time feeling good. You're not spending that idle time down feeling like crap. Like it feels like you're death warmed over, when you wake up and you can't think right, your brain's foggy, you have anxiety, you have stress and depression from what you did, and just it's consuming your mind and brain. It's such a better life not having to worry about that stuff, and I'm very thankful for that. Yeah. Once you get through it and you realize how much time you're saving, living with clarity and a clear head, and no more nonsense, and the money you're gonna save, it makes it all so worth it. Like, I've made a video on self-love. Like, that's a big thing. because I think a lot of it's self-destructive behavior, and you have to really learn to love yourself and treat yourself more kindly, first and foremost. I won't go off too much about that, but I've made a video on this before. So, yeah, think about that if you're struggling, like all the time you could save, not having issues with family and friends. You'll be in the moment more. You'll be more present. You'll think more. You'll communicate better. All aspects of your life will progress. You'll be better. You'll be a much more enhanced version of you. You have more intimate connections. You won't like blow people off to drink. You won't be hungover, like canceling on things. Like half your week won't be spent feeling like crap. It's like drink Friday or Saturday or both days. You're hungover into Tuesday. You start feeling better by Wednesday. Thursday's your first real like back to normal feel. Then you do it all again Friday, rinse and repeat. So 50% of your life you're feeling like crap, or you're drunk, or you're laying around. You don't want to be that way. Like, it's torture. It really is. I don't know how I did it for so long. And my biggest regret's not doing it when I was like 25. I could be in such a different place, but maybe I had to go through it to get to where I am now, right? It's made me who I am. So I take that back. I don't fully regret it, because I am who I am because of it. But the progression I could have had with those extra years, like I said, I've had a lot of good times drinking, but man, you can become such a beast sober, like in all aspects. Like truly, it's a hindrance. A few drinks a night, it's still hindering you the next day, whether you want to admit it or not. It's even if it's 10% deficit, it's hindering you. So I'm very thankful. I just wanted to give a quick reminder on how much of a waste of time it can be. And I know people know this, but it's almost like they don't want to wake up to it. And I brought this up before in videos. I may sound redundant like I've said in other videos, but I'm just making content, getting it out. So that is what it is. I want to have a couple hundred video catalog in the next year or two. And just, even if it's repetitive, I want to hit what's on my mind and get it out there. So yeah, much love, and I hope your weekend was great. Take it easy.